last year your expectation it was rebuilding, but now you've gotten better. You more experience, more talent. I would say hearing whispers about maybe making the playoffs. How do you play with those expectations and deal with that in the locker room?
I mean, obviously that's the goal, the ultimate goal. But coach tell us he don't want us to think about it and just be focusing like day by day, trying to get better. With every day and just focus on the routine of just daily grind and getting better. And he said that if we do that, everything's going to just fall into place.
Knowing that you're part of a city where every major team has a superstar or a great player, that's a very good player. How does that feel being a part of that?
Uh, I mean, it feels good. It feels great. I mean, there's a lot of really good, talented players, stars in this city. For me, it's not necessarily about that. For me, it's about how can I help my team and this Hawks organization get to where it needs to be.
So when you first met Vince, knowing he's an icon, what was the feeling like, and how great is it to play with him?
It's crazy because I remember like a week before I was talking with my brother at home on the phone and we were talking about Vince and playing with him, and my brother showed me all these pictures of him like when he was younger, and then I was here in the weight room, I was lifting weights, and Vince walked by and I was like, is that Vince? Did I really saw Vince? And then I kept looking and it was really him. And then I was like, in the middle of my lift, he was like kind of standing right there. I was like, should I stop my lift and go say hi to him? And it was just kind of like something that you look at and you be like, wow, like this is really Vince Carter. It's my teammate. And I stopped my lift and went say hi to him, and just the way he approached me, and he was like, man, how you doing and stuff like that. It was like, man, like this the man right here, and it's Vince Carter, my teammate, and then he's been with us the whole time, and just it's been amazing to being around him. He's a great human being. For this short amount of time that I've been around him, I could already tell that he's willing to teach anybody that asks for help. So I'm excited to get going with him.
I mean, it was just crazy to me because I was like, I see him all the time, and like he's an actual legend. So it was just crazy just meeting him, and I couldn't be too hyped, couldn't be a fanboy because he's my teammate. But I mean, inside I was like this is crazy. So yeah, it was different.
What has he taught you so far? Been around him, I guess you hadn't practiced yet, but just being around him, period, just around the team and everything.
I mean, he's been teaching me things like on the court, how to get my feet set in the corner without stepping out of bounds, and like how to set a screen, and like the little small things that you necessarily won't notice, but I feel like those little things can help, and over time he's going to teach me more and more things. So just trying to learn as much from him as possible while he's here. I'm going to take it all in.
With the game changing, your game really hadn't changed. I mean, you changed a little bit as far as shooting the three, but you still play back to the basket. Why is that? You see most guys, they try to change with the flow, but you've kept your game.
You play how you play. I think part of it is a lot of times when you get on the court, you see a lot of people shooting threes, obviously, and I've adjusted just a tad bit, but at the same time, you see so many people shooting threes and so little playmakers. So when the game changes, whatever, I think sometimes the game calls for different levels, and what you need differently. I said this in Boston, when they're like, where are you going to fit in at? Because everybody's shooting threes. I'm like, well, I can play basketball, I can play make, I can post up, I can shoot the mid-range, I can defend at a high level, and then when shit get tough, I turn to Nolan Ryan, I hit big shots and everything. Like, that's what I do. I play basketball, I figure out a way to win, and I've been a winner and made the playoffs 8 out of 9 years. And it just is what it is.
So if you do get an invitation to the dunk contest, we saw a bunch of dunks last year. Would you take it?
I'm definitely. You can't pass on it, man. I mean, Dominique has already been trying. He said he's going to try to get me into it, but I think there are a lot more athletic, more people than me. I mean, I have some tricks in my bag, but I think some of these other guys definitely have a lot more than I have to give. But if they wanted me to come, definitely take that job.
You hadn't played in a few seasons, but now coming to Atlanta, how do you see you fitting here in Atlanta as far as your play?
I think I fit great. Just the style of play that they play, a lot of threes, a lot of transition, a lot of pick and rolls. It's definitely an offense that kind of favors how I play. I think just the biggest thing with me is to be able to play, to stay on the floor, to stay healthy, because I know when I'm on the floor and I'm feeling like myself, I'm one of the better players in the league. So I just got to continue to keep maintaining my body, keep managing my knees, and find the way to be out there the most.
Now, are you feeling better, or how are you feeling?
I feel good. I had a really good summer. I made some strides. Obviously, with the history of my injuries, I'll take it real slow and be monitored closely throughout camp and the beginning of the season. But the goal is to be full go for me when the regular season starts. Obviously, training camp is huge for team bonding and chemistry and putting in your coverages. But going into my 9th year with 3 knee surgeries, I don't know how much I'll do preseason-wise.
Why cut the hair? Is it?
I don't think I've answered it here yet. I mean, I just felt like it was time, business time. You know, I've had the mohawk for a long time, since my sophomore year of high school, junior year of high school. You know, I've seen a lot of other hoopers with it. I just wanted to cut it off, start anew. It's my 3rd year, a big year for me, so I wanted to be all business.
No more pink book bags. I know you all have fun. Can you talk about the camaraderie in the locker room and how that helped you out your rookie year?
It was great. You know, we had a lot of really good, we didn't have many veterans last year, older guys, but the guys we did have were great, for me and my growth. And someone I know I miss is Ken Bazemore, a great Hawk, was around a while. And, last year there was a lot of guys that could have handled it differently than Baze handled it. And, for a team that was obviously in a transition period, and, for a guy like him that kind of got stuck in the middle of that, and then, I'm coming in as a rookie and playing a lot, he was always there for me. He was always someone I could go to and never felt like he was looking at me a certain way. And so, that's something I think I'm always going to remember. And if I'm in a similar situation as I get older, I'll always remember that and try to do what he did.